I'm Jocelyn with Real Life Homesteaders, and tonight we are without power. We have had severe weather come through our area. We've seen gusts 60 to 70 miles per hour. And before the power went out and everything started happening, I had started making mozzarella cheese. Well, if you've ever made mozzarella cheese, you know that there's time periods where it sets and it does its development of the flavor and development of the curd and all of those different steps. But your last step before you put it in your brine water is stretching the cheese. And so we don't have power. So how am I going to stretch the cheese? We are really homesteading tonight. We have got the wood stove going. We put some bio blocks in addition to our regular wood to get the temperature up elevated. And as you can see, I'm starting to get a really nice stretch on my mozzarella here. Now you'll notice I have a little bit of a cough. This wood stove is really going, and I don't have a cold or anything, but it is definitely drying my throat out. I've also got my leather apron. This was custom made from white oak pastures, and while it was pricey, it was one of the best things that we ever bought. I had them do it with an extra super thick leather. It's kind of heavy. It has to be on like a heavy duty coat hanger when I hang it up. But to try and work around the wood stove when it is this hot, if I did not have the protection, oh my goodness, my legs would just about be scorched. But you can see here, I've been working this while we're talking, and I'm getting the full stretch on my mozzarella cheese. I keep dunking it, and I'm going to continue to work all the different parts. And that's the beauty of homesteading. You do your best to have backups to your backups to your backups and different alternative ways of doing things. So the mozzarella cheese is not going to go to waste, and even if it was not stretchable tonight, I could have chosen to put it into curds or feed it to the chicken, so at least would not go bad. But this is one thing I love about having a wood stove, is the flexibility. And if it was summer, well, I guess we'd be opening all the windows and making this work, or we get out the camp stove and make a way to make this work. So hopefully you enjoyed our creative way of stretching and finishing mozzarella. I like to do it in smaller balls so that it gets more brine all across it. So you'll notice I'm not doing like one giant ball. And we'll let it sit in the brine on the counter for 12 hours, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator for 24 in the brine water, drain it off, and it'll be ready for shredding or fresh eating. We can also vacuum seal it to keep for a little bit longer. The vacuum sealing for fresh mozzarella keeps it from drying out and also from getting gooey. So if you're going to store it more than a couple of days, that's one of my favorite ways. But hopefully you have your power on, but if you're in Ohio, you are probably like us, without power, finding ways to make your homestead work until the linemen get a chance to get everything repaired and back up online. So good practice run for us homesteaders and our backup methods. Hope you enjoyed this video from Real Life Homesteaders. Be sure to like and subscribe to our video. Check out our website, RealLifeHomesteaders.com.